From posting inappropriate things about her children online, violently causing fights with her castmates, to many other dramas, let's uncover the story of a troublemaker, Kim Zolciak, mysterious Big Papa. With her public persona, she had nothing to hide. But back then, Kim having a sugar daddy was her biggest secret. Also note that this mysterious Big Papa was married to another woman at the time. Before Kim married Biermann in 2011, Big Papa, real name Lee Najjar, was responsible for her extravagant lifestyle. Throughout seasons 1 and 2 of the show, Lee allegedly paid for her Range Rover, her townhouse, and a ton of other lavish gifts. Although she made an effort to keep their relationship a secret, information regarding her prior sugar daddy and his previous relationship is now public knowledge. Surprisingly, Big Papa was supporting Kim's ridiculously lavish lifestyle while he was married to another Kim. Kimberly Najjar, Lee's real wife, is not well known, but based on Lee's social media accounts, it appears that they are still together. They have 2 children who are Caitlin Najjar, a former model who is now a blogger with a strong social media following, and Jeremy Najjar. The Najjar family was featured on a Teen Cribs episode in 2009, where Lee flaunted his opulent lifestyle. They were found to be residing in Buckhead, Georgia, in a $25 million estate. Additionally, it was discovered during the extravagant house tour that Big Papa bought his daughter the same white Range Rover that he had purchased for Kim. Even though Kim was popular for having a wealthy sugar daddy, the majority of her fans questioned her decision to do so. Early days of trouble. One might wonder how it all began given her questionable attitude. However, one might be surprised to find that it began quite early. She was raised in Windsor Locks, Connecticut, after being born to a military family in Pensacola, Florida. She has a Polish and Italian ancestry and was brought up as a Roman Catholic. Yet when she was only 17 years old, Kim had an affair with a Windsor Locks police sergeant. He was the same officer who had questioned Kim as a material witness in a criminal case, which initially led to the officer's dismissal. Later, the termination was charged to a 45-day period of unpaid suspension. She eventually resided in the John Creek area of Atlanta, Georgia, where her parents had relocated when she was 21. In her late 20s, she had the passion to enter the world of entertainment. She luckily succeeded to embrace this with the world of game and fame. She made an appearance as one of the initial housewives on The Real Housewives of Atlanta in 2008. Her own spin-off program, Don't Be Tardy for the Wedding, which revolved around the planning of her wedding to football player Biermann, was given to her in 2012. It ran for 8 seasons before its final episode on December 29, 2020. She also competed in the 21st season of the dance competition show Dancing with the Stars in 2015. She was the star of these hit reality shows and dancing competitions, which also earned her a great deal of controversy. The real Kim of Atlanta. Kim has lived by the motto, "Haters are my motivators," ever since she made an appearance on The Real Housewives of Atlanta in Season 1. With this, she was known for her ruthless honesty and unbothered attitude. But it does not excuse and justify her careless actions as a wife, a mother, and a celebrity. Kim's incompetence as a mother was exposed several times. In June 2016, Kim released videos of her daughter, Ariana Biermann, wearing an electric dog collar on Snapchat. Croy actually even shocked his stepdaughter because she had agreed to do it in exchange for being able to hang out with her friends. Kim stated that Ariana will do anything, even ridiculous things such as wearing the dog collar, to get her parents' approval. This backfired quickly, and although Kim declined to comment on this issue, this is not the first time she has faced criticism for her social media posts. Back in 2018, she posted a picture of her twins, Kaya Biermann and Kane Biermann. Despite the fact that the photo may appear to be of 2 adorable siblings posing for the camera, some fans couldn't help but recall when Brielle posted an identical picture earlier in the week. And upon comparing the 2 photos, others speculated that Kim had edited Kaya's body. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, when she learned John Legend would be performing in Atlanta, she made a stand that her son, Cash Biermann, should not miss the opportunity to watch the concert. In her mind, she thought sending a very inappropriate tweet would help her out. Kim tweeted Chrissy Teigen, "Who does Brielle have to blow in order to meet him? LOL." In response, Chrissy tweeted, "Please don't blow anyone. It's not that good of a show. Joke, it's good, but I'll get you a ticket without the oral." And when Brielle turned 21, Kim decided to give her a handgun. Kim explained that it was the right time for this gift as Brielle is moving out. She even bragged that it's a very unique item as it was customized to be rose gold. In addition, she also gave her a glitter mold of a topless woman. This does not sit well with many people who rightfully accuse Kim of being an irresponsible mother. A few years later, even Kroy is raising a number of concerns with Kim's parenting. With their messy divorce, he also just filed a motion in the Supreme Court of Fulton County to appoint a guardian ad litem for their 4 kids: Cash Cade, 10, Kaya Rose, 9, Kane Wren, 10, and Kroy Jagger, 11. Kroy presented a variety of reasons why he believes the 4 children require protection. He claimed to the court papers that despite his efforts to protect the children from the negative effects of their parents' divorce, Kim has persisted in using abusive, profane, and threat-filled language toward him, with little regard for whether the children are around. In addition, he alleges that Kim gets distracted and does not give the kids the care they need. Furthermore, he asked for an investigation of Kim's continuously strange behavior, which includes recklessly driving with children in the car and an enduring gambling addiction. He also expressed fear about Kim's rumored participation in Real Housewives of Atlanta, which she teased on Instagram just last week, saying it would expose the kids to behavior that would be excellent for TV ratings, but not for their mental health and wellness. Unsurprisingly, Kim is also a shady and arrogant celebrity, and this was repeatedly proven on national television.
If I'm gonna have a nose job, it's gonna be a hell of a lot shorter, okay?
Back then, when her co-stars expressed their discomfort and attempted to educate her on how rude behavior was unacceptable, Kim even made more fun of her black personal assistant. She also gained popularity when she cracked a joke about not wanting to eat fried chicken while hanging out with Nene. Together with the rest of her cast, she also shared a video of water bugs crawling around Nene's bathroom, in which she accused Nene of residing in a roach nest. She also described the 2-home estate owned by Kandi Burruss as being in the ghetto. Did you also know that Kim tried pursuing a singing career as well? It should come as no surprise that this upset her cast members. She debuted with the dance song "Tardy with the Party" as her first hit in 2009, and the following year she released a remix EP. Unfortunately, Kandi Burruss and her writing partner, Rodney Don Vito Richard, sued Kim for the earnings she made from "Tardy for the Party." Kandi claims that she wrote the song for Kim and that Kim released and sold the single without her knowledge, permission, or approval. Additionally, Kandi requested a jury trial, punitive damages, attorney's costs, and a temporary restraining order to stop further sales of Kim's song. Before Kim even performed "Tardy for the Party" at a concert stop in Miami, she got into a violent argument with Nene on the Kandi Burruss' tour bus. Nene thought Kim was a diva, but Kim only found her as a lame intern at a local news station. Kandi, on the other hand, was astounded by what she was seeing in such a small, tight space. One could assume that wherever Kim goes, trouble follows. To many people, she truly is a walking red flag. With this, we hope Kim will be held accountable for any careless action she did, and all her children, husband, and colleagues will get the right compensation they need.